what good days means? Are you aware of what? And today, on the 28th day of January, are you aware? Oh, does the two words "good days" have any relevance to you?
Good days.
Yeah.
Is this like are you the white rabbit? Is this a riddle? Are you what is this? Is this some one of those riddles that trolls have to get past their bridge?
Oh, I see. But someone is using a business thumb today. That's exciting.
She's not.
Oh, it looked like it was. Oh, I guess your video is so pixelated. It looked like it. No. Do the words "good days" have any relevance to you right now? Does it mean anything to you currently?
I mean, I think about this show, Good Day, or no, those are Happy Times. I don't know what the fuck is a good day? Why don't you just tell me? I don't like this pop quiz.
It's not a pop quiz. It just shows where your allegiance lies in terms of music artistry.
Well, what the fuck is Good Day?
A lot of fans are here. They're like, "Oh my day!" It's SZA's new. Well, not her newest. It was it's her latest song, and it's fucking. She's just.
Let me tell you this right now. If SZA was my Uber Eats delivery person, I wouldn't know who she was. I just don't know. I know one SZA song, and that's just. But if Cupcake showed up deliver, I'd be like, "Oh my god, Cupcake!"
Oh, we know that you know a couple things about some cupcakes, bitch. We know.
Yeah, I do. But
Same.
I just don't. I like SZA's music. It's just not. It's not like I just don't often listen to like emo music like that. Not that kind of emo music.
It's not emo.
The Weeknd. I mean, I'm thinking for The Weeknd. That's emo. She's crying.
That's not emo. That's not. Oh, wow. She's singing the same shit. She's singing about the same shit that Adina Howard sang about being a fucking side piece and a freak. Like that's literally what SZA is singing about. She's not singing about I'm so depressed. I hate my life. It's not that.
Emo is not okay. Emo is just emotions. It's not I'm gonna cut myself and I hate my life. It's literally just a reference to like really emotional music. There is some emotional music I like.
Then by that terminology, all music is emotional. Every music is about some type of emotion.
But when I say emotion, like when I think about the emo music that I like emo music that's kind of like Mariah or Whitney or Adele or Celine or Beyonce. I like those emo songs. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not shitting on SZA. SZA's a great artist. I just don't listen to a lot of SZA music.
Work. What were you doing today that you were 35 minutes late to our podcast?
Okay, first of all, that is not the story of what happened to our podcast. It was put in my calendar wrong. And I'm sure Jacob can come on and confirm. It was put in my calendar at 8:30. So I showed up at 8:20. I rushed myself ahead of time. And then you said you back in 10 minutes, but then you were actually back in 15 minutes. Now that's the actual thing.
Because I was here on time and you weren't, so. But I'm not bad. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's also not fully the full story, but I mean, you can always take a story and omit little pieces of it to fit like a certain
I showed
narrative.
up at 11 o'clock my time for a podcast. I was supposed to start at 11 o'clock. And then I was here for about 13 minutes. And Jacob and I was like, well, Jacob, I have some editing to do for another video. So I'm going to pop out of here. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And then Jacob texted me when you were here at 11:33.
8:30. Jacob told me 11:30 and told you 11 o'clock. That's what happened.
Oh. So you're saying Jacob is a piece of shit?
Jacob made a mistake. I'm saying Jacob made a mistake, and I showed up, and then I ended up rushing myself to here 10 minutes before, and then you said, I'm back in 10 minutes, but then you weren't back in 10 minutes.
Were you here? Did you hear me say I'll be back in 10 minutes, or are you just inferring that?
So you think Jacob lied when he said that?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you if you were here when I said that.
I'm not inferring. Jacob said Monet said you're back in 10 minutes. So did you?
I said about 10 minutes.
There we go. Well, I mean, I guess you were back in about 10 minutes. It was a little on the over 10-minute side, but it was, I guess, technically about 10 minutes.
Also, can you let Amanda Gorman have her moment? Why do you need to wear her hair?
Okay, first of all, I've been wearing this hair. First, let me tell you, this is one of my oldest styled wigs. You know, like, you have styled wigs that can, like, this wig is fucking indestructible. I don't know.
I was there. This was the first hair you ordered from Trillion, right?
Yeah, I don't know. No, the first was the cornrows.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what Trillion made this wig out of, but it is fucking indestructible. It still looks like the fucking day I got. I just cleaned my lace today, and I was like, bitch, this wig is brand new. I'm actually thinking about taking it down and seeing how long these dreads are.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I've learned one thing. When you have an indestructible wig, you let her live her life that way. Don't try to turn her into something she's not. Let her live her life as indestructible, because when she takes her down, you'll never be able to get the same indestructibility now. Remember when you had your fucking Dorothy wig? Bob used to have this red auburn black Dorothy hair.
I actually wore it on Drag Race for the Wizard of Oz challenge.
Did you? Oh yeah, you sure did.
Yes, I did.
So, but y'all don't realize, before y'all started on Drag Race, Bob had the wig for so long, and Bob would wear it to his gigs, and after the gig, Bob would put it in the bottom of his purse, schlep it uptown, beat some muggers with his bag, beat bitches down, and then pull it out when he got home, and the thing would be like nothing ever. Who made that wig?
I don't know, but I got it from a lot of McGriddles, but I don't know who made it. I bought it from a lot of McGriddles at one of those they used to have these things called drag tag sales.
Oh, yeah.
The drag queens all come and swap drag, and I got it from a lot of McGriddles at the drag tag. So it was a secondhand wig. So it had already lived all these lives before it even made it to me, girl. That wig was in. But this is my new, like, this wig just will not, it won't quit. Like, I'm like, and every time I wear people like, girl, look, so I'm like, I know, I've had this wig for over a year now. This is wild.
But Bob, like 2 years. You've had it for 2 years.
Yeah, to have a wig that has stayed perfectly.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
Bro, I need like 3 more of these.
Bitch, I need a fucking relationship as strong as that wig. That's what I need. I need a friendship as you ain't never had a friend, never had a wig ever, never had a wig, never had a wig.
When you take a wig down, you realize that once you get into it, it's actually like there's a chance that this might not all be hair. The middle might just be like donuts. These might be completely separate pieces. I have no clue what the life of this. I don't know what's going on inside this wig. But if it was long as, would you gag if I had like long?
Also, that lace, bitch, them dreads are coming. Give us a profile again. Them dreads are the other. Well, that tattoo. Yeah, look at that part right there, y'all. Those dreads are sprouting from her scalp, mama. Bob the drag queen has gotten the hair replacement surgery, and she is now. She's growing her own hair again, girl.
Listen, if you are listening on the podcast version, you can go over on YouTube and catch this for. Actually, it's going to be this part is over for free. And then, of course, the entire podcast will be available on our Patreon. First of all, Monet, can I just talk about, like our right now, our Patreon is just like my wildest dreams. I can't even believe this is, Monet, we have 7,200 patrons. Like, do you remember when we were doing, I think we counted, it was 16 podcasts a year and had the nerve to ask people to give us money on Patreon? And now we have people in our Patreon. They used to drag us. And by the way, rightfully so. They used to be on Patreon being like, this is the crunchiest. We love y'all, so we're gonna stick it out. But y'all, this is not it. Like, we were rarely ever doing anything. Our content is so slapping. I'm so proud of us right now.
Our content. Oh my God! So I called. Oh, this is what I meant to tell you. So earlier, I was trying to FaceTime video call you on Facebook, because I did a video where I got painted completely in the dark. And Bob, it was a gag. I'm telling you right now, in the video, I'm gonna say it. I'm challenging you to do this. I'm challenging Trixie to do this. I FaceTimed Trixie. Trixie was like, "Oh my fucking God, y'all had to do." I'm challenging y'all to. It was insane. You had to do it.
How did you look?
You have to wait till the video. I tried to FaceTime you, but you was too busy doing your little bibbity boppity gig. You missed that.
Yes, I was working. You don't mind, Monet.
I was like, this shady nigga can't answer my phone calls. But yeah, anytime Bob called me, I make myself available no matter what.
Okay, I'm not a shady nigga. I'm a busy nigga. Let's get that clear. I did a gig for
UGA. That's a good song. Can we please put a song out together? I'm not a shady nigga. I'm a busy nigga. You keep blowing up my phone. I'm sending you to the voicemail, nigga.
You know, I think there's some workshopping to do. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, first of all, Monet, I want to talk to you about something. I've mentioned this to you a few times, but I want to bring it up again. So me and Monet have this relationship with music where Monet does these little secret songs that she doesn't want anyone to know about. And one time, one of our common friends told me about the song. Monet was so mad. One time, a common friend of ours played one of the songs for us. Monet was
Jay
like, I will never
Difeo,
play.
rude motherfucker.
And Monet was like, I will never play anything for you again. I will never. Like, it was so mad that Monet just didn't. Monet would share it with Jay, but she would not share the music with me. And I'm a little hurt. I'm still hurt by that. And then I told Monet I want to do an album with her. And then I told Monet I said, I want to do a joint album. It's going to be the Love Below speaker box style, where each of us does an album. And then in the middle,
And I'm into it.
One track. But then Monet was like, but I want to do my own thing first. So now I have to wait for Monet's full album, her super secret album, super secret celebrity drag race album that I'm gonna have to listen to on Spotify like everyone.
That is not
at
true.
home.
Wow, that's not true. Also, my album's coming out by the summer. One, number two, when we create this album,
That's when ours was gonna come out. That's when ours was gonna come out.
No. If all the Patreons, listeners of the podcast, we've been talking about making this album forever, and then our initial plan was to put it out for Black History Month. That was our initial plan. Then it got moved to you know what? We'll do the spring.
I done it, but you told me you didn't want to do it.
No, Bob, that's not how that. Bob, first of all, y'all know Bob is busy as hell. I'm very busy as well. So I don't know this fantasy land where Bob swears that he was gonna. Granted, Bob is a very quick writer. Bob writes very quickly. But the recording process, especially for me, I'm very meticulous about that stuff. So my album, I've been working on for going on a year now, and it's constantly listening to songs, and I don't like that changing, adding vocals and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be an overnight process.
Your albums are based on your age. What's your albums? 19, 27, and then one at 56.
Which honestly, Adele doing that's such a great marketing plan for her album. Like just naming it after her age, that is so brilliant. It's so good.
She said somewhere that she's not doing it anymore.
She's lying. She's gonna put her next album's gonna be why? Do you not agree that that's pretty fierce to do it that way? I love that.
I think it's really smart, and it lets you know where she is in her life with each song. I think it's
exactly.
I think it's really brilliant. I mean, the way that I love when people, like, for example, the way Friends used to name episodes is that's actually kind of how I thought about naming our episodes. Friends episodes used to be called the one where Ross finds a so and so, the one where Rachel does, which is how we were naming Sibling Rivalry for the one where Monet won't stop fighting with. Oh my! The one where you and Yuha were fighting is one of my favorite ones. Why was she so aggressive to you?
Yuha is Yuha is aggressive. Excuse me. Yuha is aggressive, and Yuha gets so wild. I think she also just had a little bit of hate in her heart for me that she harbored after her strong and flexible body gave out on her on episode 3 of season 10. Girl, she was very upset with me. If everybody else, she was like, "Oh my God, Aquaria, I love you, calorie." Blah, blah, blah. Monet, fuck you, you fat black bitch. I was like, damn, work. Okay.
Oh my God, by the way, it looks like you're inside of a TikToker room right now. This is a TikTok room.
I'm gonna do. Have you seen the new trend where they where it's like I forgot what song it is, but then
lay
it flips.
your head on my. Boom.
Oh, I'm doing one, bitch, but I don't know if I want to do. Anyway, we'll talk. I don't want to give away my little secret. But
I was thinking about doing one too. Ezra did one. I was like, Ezra, you have to do this, and I was thinking about doing one too. And then like I was gonna be out of drag, and then like a little.
Oh yeah, because y'all know Bob when Bob slapped them hips and that corset on, girl, she gives you. Girl, she looks like a damn doll. It's like that would be really dope. You should do it. And also, you don't have to paint because it's backlit, so you don't have to paint. You can just put your body on and just.
Girl, quick drag,
yeah.
honey. It's the new wave. It's the new way, honey. But yeah. So anyway, so I do think that I do want to talk to you about like, or you keep saying you're gonna share music with me. It's been as you said, it's been a year. You shared literally nothing with me. So what's good?
Because I want to when I share.
But Jay can hear the whole thing. But Jay gets to hear every single draft.
Well, because Jay is part of the musical process with me. Jay is the reason I found my producing and writing team. And Jay,
I'm you drag. Let's keep going.
And I tried to include you in that today by FaceTiming you, but you were too busy. Can you tell me what this gig was? Or is it one of you? Because y'all know Bobby have his little super secret gigs. Last time I tried to get him to tell you, he's like, Monet, I can't tell.
No, because, okay, at that time, it was something I had filmed, but the podcast would come up before the thing filmed, so I couldn't tell that. This was a gig for UGA, which is a University of Georgia.
Oh, word.
Go Dogs. And it was a student Q&A.
Oh, my God, I'm doing it for Penn State, like, in like a week or two.
Already done it.
Did you?
Yes. We'll talk about after the break.
Okay.
All right, what are you saying? What's your real?
So we're back. So what I love when like girls, because you know there are a bunch of gigs that they either get a different girl every year, or like you done this gig and a girl is about to do it, and then she's seen you done it. She'd be like, "Girl, tell me about, I don't know, that gig in Jamaica, Queens." And
Pomona 180.
And the queen would either be like, "Girl, let me," or like, "Oh yeah, it's fun, it's a good time." And I love that when a queen gives you the inside scoop. And one of them, I talked about the exchange rate. And he got so mad. You just mentioned it, and he was like, "How dare you say that I?" I was like, "Girl,
we talking about his
yes," and which is it's valid.
dangerous.
And again, and he's very nice. I had a great time with the promoter, but I was like, "That's the real
lovely.
thing."
He's so sweet.
So sweet. I love him.
Don't get in the car. Don't get in the car, girl. Don't get in the car.
Girl, Bob, he sent me, I wish I probably deleted it. He sent me the only text reading me my life, girl. He was like, "How dare you? I would never I was like, "Oh my God. All right." I guess I pushed the nerve,
bad driver.
Yeah, and I may have alluded that they were on a substance, but then again, that was my experience.
Okay, see now that now we get into the real beautiful story. And I also may have said it was on crack. I also may have said it was on crack.
Well, the driving was so crazy. I was like, this seems like no one who's sober would drive this, but apparently the person has been sober for years, for like decades actually. So my bad. I apologize. Whatever.
He's really lovely, but he's not a good driver. And I remember it being like riding from whatever. I mean, now I'm gonna get email. Who cares? Riding from the airport all the way out to this place, and then being like, I'm scared. I'm nervous. This driving is just so. But he was so nice, and he was really friendly, and like you get hired for a couple of nights in a row, and he always brings you back. But girl, those rides were. Yeah. Those rides were wild, girl. Wild.
Speaking of rides, a lot of people who take rides are black people. And we are going into the month of black people.
Queen of a segue,
girl.
Monet, it's Black History Month.
Yes, girl. Okay, wait, before we talk about Black History Month, do you remember something like December something? There was this thing about black people are going to get superpowers. Did you hear about this? And all black people were like, I can't wait for my superpowers to come in tonight. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, I heard about, like, I saw on TikTok people like, black people when their superpowers kick in, and I was like, what the hell, y'all? What? I missed that meme. I really felt like an old ass fucking boomer. I was like, the fuck? I was like, what is going on? Why are we getting powers? No one told me did I miss the sign up sheet?
There was some type of like harmonic astrological convergence where black folk were. So I honestly don't know. It was some weird shit. Something that we missed. We missed the boat on that, and I wish our ancestors would have missed the boat a few centuries ago. But that's a different story.
Too soon. Missed the boat. So, what do you have any Black History Month traditions?
I don't have any Black History Month traditions. I mean, the only one that's kind of like a tradition and probably be for the past 3-4 years since I've been watching The View. The View does a Black History Month FYI during every episode in February, and they basically like highlight something about Black history that you may not have known, or a person, or an event, or a thing. And like I've learned honestly a lot about Black history through watching The View in February. I watch The View all year round. Recently, and Meghan McCain is getting wilder and wilder on The View. Like, it's crazy.
What's she doing?
Well, I don't know if you've seen it. Of course, in Sibling Rivalry trap fashion, we're just hopping around. But recently, so Meghan had just come back from maternity leave. She was gone since October, and then Joy's going off about something, and then Meghan cut her off, and then Meghan was talking, and then the ball went back to Joy, and Joy was like blah blah blah, and then Meghan goes, "Oh Joy, you've missed this, you've missed me," and Joy goes, "No, I don't miss you. I didn't miss you at all. I don't miss you at all." And then Meghan was like, "Wow, that was really rude," and like it was so uncomfortable to watch, but such good TV. Anyway,
yeah, Meghan's more intense than Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Like Elizabeth Hasselbeck used to be like really wild. Meghan's even more intense than Hasselbeck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, the thing is, Hasselbeck used to cry. Hasselbeck used to cry, and Joy just and Megan just goes, "Well, I'll just shut up then."
Yes, very that, and it's like, oh my god, and you can tell, and you know, Whoopi is at her wits' end. Whoopi, I feel like one day Whoopi is gonna just, I don't know, she's gonna pop off OD. It's gonna be so wild, and
Megan,
no one.
I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, so I learned a lot about Black History Month. Like one thing that a lot of Black folk don't know is that, bitch, that motherfucker Brent Franklin did not invent electricity. It was a black man. Now, I don't forgot the name because I learned that last year, but it was a black man that invented electricity.
You know one thing that I did not know about. Okay, first of all, I maybe we should Google the names of the people. I learned that that Rosa Parks was actually like that was like a planned thing.
Really? No.
Yeah. So her name. Yes. Her name. So Claudette Colvin was this woman who was like dragged off and arrested on a bus in, I believe, in Atlanta, and then like a group that's kind of like one of like the civil rights groups planned a new one, and Rosa Parks was that one. But a woman named Claudette Colvin was actually the first person that happened to. She was this retired nurse, and she had this whole bus incident.
I had I had no idea. I'm shook. Did not know that.
I mean, at the time she was 15 years old, and she was forced to like move off this bus in the get like they made her move, and she was like, and then so the Rosa Parks thing was actually, I mean, for lack of a better term, produced. Like they created an event, created a scenario, made sure the media was going to be there, made sure it got coverage, because when it happened to Claudette, there was no coverage, no one saw it. But when it happened to Rosa Parks, they got Dr. King and everyone else behind it, so they can all be like, "What did you do to Sister Rosa Parks?"
That's smart, and now it is one of the biggest events of the civil rights movement. It's the one that all the kids know. Which under if anyone's watching Housewives of Atlanta, because Portia has been so active in the Black Lives Matter protests, because when they filmed, Kenya Moore gave Portia's daughter a Rosa Parks doll for this event. Anyway, just for all my Housewives of Atlanta people, y'all. We here. So I made a mistake. His name was Louis Latimer. Louis Latimer was an African American inventor who worked with Alexander Bell and later with Edison, who made light bulbs to practical use. Latimer created a light bulb with a durable carbon filament and sold the patent to the U.S. Electric Company in 1881. How much money you think he made off of that?
I hope it's a lot, but I'm assuming it's not.
I mean, I'm about to look it up. Jacob, actually, if you could look it up, because I'm going to get so. But I mean, imagine the light bulb is something, Bob, that almost every single person, you know, because obviously some people don't have electricity for various reasons, but almost everyone uses the light bulb, multiple light bulbs every single day. And he should have his family should have a generational of cash coming in because of that invention. Like, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't think people realize how many people in this world, like, people don't realize that, like, all the insane things that, like, black people have, like, contributed to society. Do you know the first open heart surgery was done by a black man?
Gag.
The first ever time someone was like, I'm about to cut this nigga chest open and fill it with his heart.
Yeah. But
it wasn't successful. No, I'm playing. It was successful.
Oh, I didn't say not Bob. Not Bob saying that he was shitty at his job.
What I meant to say, the first murder. I'm just kidding. The first open heart surgery. The first successful open heart surgery was by Daniel Dale Williams, and this black man did that. Like, that blows my mind. That is like. I remember when I heard that, I was like, I feel like I should have known this.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, but again, this is why, and we talked about this during, like, well, I know I've definitely talked about it during, like, I don't know if we did it on a podcast or if I did somewhere else, but I am a huge proponent, like, we should be having, like, African American history in elementary and junior high school and high school years. Like, that
we
should
had
be,
it.
Oh yeah, we did talk about it. You said in Georgia you did. In New York we did not. We did not have a Black history course. We had history. And again, I went to an arts high school which was very hippie like. Like we did humanities, which humanities was like a mixture of like history and English and something else. So it was a little weird. But I don't know any friends that had like African American history in school, like growing up, like in New York at least.
I didn't have a course called African American history, but because I went to a Black high school, middle school, and elementary school, I received a lot of, like, I remember I was one of those kids that had I don't even know y'all had these. They're just these pictures of Black people on the wall, but they're all year long. So it's just like images of like famous and historic Black. So it's everyone from Martin Luther King to Oprah Winfrey, and it has the year they were born, the year they died, if they were dead yet, and then it had like what they were known for. So it's like a picture of Oprah Winfrey. Picture of Bill Cosby. I mean, they probably took his picture down. His has probably been taken down. I noticed all the pictures around him started falling down. He started taking pictures. Every time a white girl sat next to the Bill Cosby picture, they just fell over. But it was like W.B. Du Bois, Malcolm X, all these like. So we would take one each week and then read about them, or the teacher would be like, Oprah Winfrey's a meh.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we may. I mean, as for, I have literally, Bob knows I have the worst memory in life. Jay knows this too. I just forget. I have a memory problem. I'm very aware of that. Yeah, I'm sure I had it in school at some point. But it was never anything that was prominent. I was never like, oh, this thing. It was probably the fucking teacher just probably put it up during February and she took it down on fucking February 27th. Not even 28. She gave us a full month. Probably. Did you have?
I was recently on the Tightrope podcast.
Oh my God,
with Dr. Cornell
we're The
West.
View. Did you?
The View.
No,
Joy, you go. No,
okay,
you go. I was recently on the Tightrope podcast with Dr. Cornell West. That blows my
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, girl. I was called Brother Bob the Drag Queen.
That's amazing.
I could not believe I was talking to Dr. Cornell. I was like, why am I talking to Dr. West? What is
That's
going
amazing.
on?
Okay, wait. You got to tell me about this. So were you interviewing him or were you guys on a panel together? What was it?
He was interviewing me. He has a podcast called The Tightrope. The Tightrope. I can't say. I won't say tightrope. Not that country shit.
I heard
y'all
tight.
on a tightrope. But it's him and Tricia Rose, who is essentially the world's leading hip hop historian. And they have this podcast. So Dr. Rose and Dr. West have a podcast together where they just talk to like Black people, and they had me. Oh my God, Monet, oh, I'm freaking out. Something really big happened for me recently, like huge.
Okay, well,
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is huge.
Tell me.
My voice. I think I'm Black History now. Listen to this. My voice is going to be on the MTA.
Oh my God, where? For what?
On the platform. They're using my voice.
For what? Like for a train announcements? Like what? Like, bitch, give more details.
For train announcements. I'm saying stuff like, please don't be holding the doors open. No one likes the person holding the doors open. Don't go on the tracks. Hey, y'all. Hey, New York City, it's me, Bob the Drag Queen. Please do not go on the tracks.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I was like, even if you drop your purse, the purse ain't that nice. Let's talk about, hey, hello, New York City, it's me, Bob the Drag Queen. Let's talk about spreading out. Does your bag really need its own seat? I mean, the bag's nice, but it ain't that nice.
Oh my God, when did you do this? Is it going to be for Black History Month or just for in perpetuity?
It's just in perpetuity. I asked how long. He goes, I don't know, as long as they use it. It's getting dropped on like February 12th. So February 12th, y'all, if you hear my voice on the subway platform, please record. I do it for the bus. I tell people to stand behind the white line.
Oh my God, I love that.
I tell people not to hold the doors open. I tell you not to spread out, and I tell you not to go on the tracks. Money, this is it's like
that's amazing.
Jerry Seinfeld, like there's some big names doing it. And
nigga, you're not even from New York.
But I'm a New Yorker.
That
We
is
both agreed I'm a New Yorker.
You know what? I take the gym. I take the gym. I take the train at least 3 times a week to go down to my gym in Chelsea, my trainer. So I cannot. I'm gonna be literally freaking out on this train.
What if I never told you and you just heard, hey, it's Bob?
I would honestly, I would think I was on some type of like, you were doing some type of reality punk show, and I would think that was going on. I swear to God, I would think it would be like some kind of like, what would you do, or punked or some shit. I'd be like, what is going on? This is not real. There's no way.
I wish I hadn't told you, so you just hear me go, hey, New York City, it's Bob the Drag Queen.
I would have gagged, bitch. And I would have been so weird the whole time. I would be like, what? Because I would just wait for something crazy to happen. That's congratulations, girl.
That's how I felt when you didn't tell me that you were in Lovecraft Country.
Oh.
Because I told you, I was like, oh yeah, me and Jacob were watching Lovecraft Country. You're like, yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, let's talk about the podcast today. And then I randomly saw you in a trailer, and I was like, what? And you're like, oh yeah, I did Lovecraft Country.
That's how I felt.
Like it's
and bitch, that's how I felt when you didn't tell me that you were in fucking Ghostbusters.
I wish.
You were
anyway.
weren't you the fourth Ghostbuster girl? Oh, that was Leslie.
That was Leslie. We get confused all the time. But anyway, I have a couple questions. Is Jesus black?
Jesus is absolutely black, but
at your church was he black?
No, not even my black ass church. I went to a very black church, and he was not black. He was white as hell. Jesus Christ was fucking whiter than Trixie, bitch. He was up on the cross with a blonde wig, a crooked nose highlight, big ass makeup. I was like, this white ass Jesus. My Jesus was white as fuck. What about you?
I had two Jesuses. So there was at church there was the white Jesus, but my aunt had a picture of black Jesus with dreadlocks. Ooh. So I was like, wait, which one is Jesus? I mean, he looks essentially the same. Like, it's like long hair, but it's just dreads. Black Jesus was ripped though. Black Jesus had like some titties. I was like, damn, that Black Jesus ripped.
Yeah, that's so interesting to me that in black churches, a lot of the iconography of what Jesus, how Jesus is depicted, or how he's on the cross, whatever, he's always white. I've been to I was in a gospel group when I was in high school called Songs of Solomon, and we traveled a lot, especially on summer and winter breaks and spring breaks. We would go on tours. We toured in like California and in Canada and different states and stuff. And Jesus was all in all the churches we went to. We go to these black churches and sing hymns and anthems, and he was always white. I was hard pressed to find a black Jesus. That's so crazy. The black churches don't do that.
I don't know a whole bunch about the Bible either, but like, how do we know Jesus wasn't a little pudgy? Like, does the Bible say slender and slim? How do you know Jesus wasn't like some little fat nigga walking around rubbing mud in people's eyes?
That's so funny. That's real. Oh my God, they all depict him as this like in shape, tall, slender man.
Meanwhile, Jesus had full on dad bod. Rubbing his belly, being like, "Let me watch what I'm about to do to these lepers. Y'all about to gag.
But isn't that so crazy? In all black churches, Jesus is white. Bitch, you think you would ever go to a white church and see a black Jesus? Ever?
Girl, under literally. Okay, so I'm looking at houses. I'm looking at houses right now, right? So I was looking at this house, and I was in this room with all the kids, and I saw the toys, and I saw black toys, and I was like, the doll is black.
Yes.
It's about to be a black family. Because I don't think that people give their white kids black dolls.
And they should. Oh, bitch. Because I've been to a few baby showers and stuff, and friends of mine have babies. When I'm giving gifts, I'm giving black creatures. I mean, characters, whatever they call.
Oh, so you think black babies are creatures? Wow. Well, that's funny. Video where what's the video where someone says to Monique, says, and how are these sweet little creatures, referring to her children? And then Monique says, whoa, baby, my babies ain't creatures. What was that? Jacob, can you Google that? Monique Hart, your little creatures. Someone called her babies. I think it was Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Someone called Monique's children creatures.
Monique
was like, excuse me?
Oh, Monique, like the comedian Monique. I was like, in what world did Monique Hart and Elizabeth Hasselbeck do something? I was so confused.
No, it was Monique. What was it, Jacob?
You did say Monique Hart, and it was Barbara Walters.
Okay.
Oh, it was so yeah. So as a what I meant Monique the comedian, but yeah, Barbara Walters asked asked Monique about her little creatures, and Monique said, "My babies are not creatures."
Honestly, Monique seems like such an intimidating person to interview. I would feel like I would be so scared that she might snap on me for me saying something like I didn't even intend to say.
Well, I met Monique once. I tell you about my Monique story.
Yes, and it sounds amazing.
I was at a part of Black History. Oh my God, this was Black History. I was in Black History. Monique is the first Black woman to ever have a residency in Vegas. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
No
And that,
black-
it was recent.
no
It was like,
black
what, 2
woman
years
comedian.
ago?
Yes, no Black woman comedian has ever done a residency in Vegas. I could not believe this. So I was at her show. We bought tickets. Me and Alfredo got tickets to go see her. Well, we bought them. We didn't get them. We bought tickets to go see the show. And me and Alfredo were sitting there, but I had a gig right after that. But I said, I'm not going to miss Monique. Monique's one of my favorite comedians. So I was in full drag, sitting there looking at Monique. And then Monique came up to me after the show. Monique just pointed at me and was like, "Come here. Like, come here." And I was like, "Oh my God." So me and Monique went in there together, and she was like holding my hand. She was so intense. She goes, "Listen to me, baby. As the fact that you out here doing your own thing, representing yourself, representing the queer community, this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely beautiful." And she said it to me on stage too. She was like, "Cause my baby is queer or something." I don't know what she said, but she was like,
She's like, because you know what? Because my baby's a faggot just like you, and I want you to know.
And she was like holding my hand. She was like, "You better keep doing what you're doing." And then we took a crunchy ass picture with overhead lighting from the back.
Did Alfredo take it? Alfredo
I'll-
is not the one. When you in a situation like that, you want Patty. Patty will stop hell and high earth to make sure that I have a good picture. Patty don't care who is inconvenienced.
Let me tell you who you don't ever. If some reason in your life at any point you're thinking to yourself, "Wow, the only person here is Kennedy. Can you take this photo?" Bitch, do not give Kennedy any fucking responsibilities. She is not the one. Jacob, I'll send you the picture so we can post the picture of me and Monique. It is absolutely horrible. But I was like, "Bitch, I'm in a fucking picture with Monique, bitch."
Let me tell you, thank you. And then Patty would be like, stop, lighting tech. Can we put the stage lights on, please? And we want them at 27%. That's the perfect sweet spot in between looking fierce and not. So Patty's that girl. But yes, you're part of Black History.
That white girl power girl.
We're also, I mean, because of Drag Race, we're both black. We're both in Black History. I'm the first black winner of All Stars. You are the first black comedian to win Drag Race.
I'm also the first black drag queen from Drag Race to reach 1 million Instagram followers.
Are you really? Are you the first one?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I was the second one.
That's not true. It was Naomi Smalls, who now has more followers than I do. Naomi was like, "Bye, bitch." But just let the record show that I got there before she was on All Stars, and she needed All Stars to do it, honey.
Oh my
Let the record show
God.
that.
You are so shady.
I'm being silly.
Did you
But
have
I-
did you
but I
have
was- I'm very proud of that, though.
did you have black Santa Claus or white Santa Claus?
We had both, so it depended on the year. I feel like my mom was like taking us to Black Santa Claus when the line was shorter. I really feel like she did that. Like, I really feel like my mom was like, because there was someone in, I had a friend who works at Macy's, and she was like, some people just go to Asian Santa because it's the shortest line.
Wait. Hold on. So the Macy's is they have like every race of Santa Claus like in like a line? Like how does that work?
They have 4 Santas. They have a white Santa, a black Santa, a Santa who speaks Spanish, and an Asian Santa.
Really?
Yeah. Jake, Jake, we literally had this experience. We're not supposed to talk about it because they were like, don't say anything about it. But when I went, I specifically wanted to see Black Santa, which is why I have that picture. We can post that too. The picture of me with Black Santa. And by the way, I called Monet when I was with Black Santa, and Monet was being very shady.
What do
Monet
you
wouldn't say hey to
mean?
Santa. You wouldn't talk to Santa.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, it's true. Cause I was like, Monet, look. And you were like, mm-hmm. And I was like, Monet, I'm with Santa. And you were
Also,
like, hey.
also, that's some nigga from 135th and Lennox. He ain't fucking Santa Claus, bitch. I don't care.
So now it's out. Monet was like, hi. Nigga, what the fuck? I waited. I got dressed in full drag, wore my patchwork sweater dress, went down to Macy's, and then we did a whole blog.
Santa was also gay and also living for you. That's important.
Yeah. Oh wait, so Santa Claus was gay? You found a gay Santa?
Oh, Santa was Santa. I think Mrs. Claus put on the outfit, girl, because Santa was like, yeah.
Work. Oh my God, can we do a photo on Christmas of you as Santa Claus and me as Mrs. Claus? I think that'll be really cute.
Well, I'm on a keto diet, so maybe I'll be an elf.
No, no. I mean, like, if you do like my because you said that you were gonna do my Mr. Claus look, but you didn't do it this year. I was looking forward to it.
Cause you took all of your tutorials down, Monet. You went back and you wiped the internet of all of them. So if you want to send me the private link, yeah, maybe I can.
Okay. Oh,
but just so everyone knows, all of Monet's teaching videos are still up. So go check them
out. What video? Oh my God! Stop talking about these fucking teaching videos, bitch. Oh, I found a teaching video of you teaching some kids something in Minnesota or something. It was, and I meant to send it to you.
Absolutely not.
It is a back shot of you. Yeah. I'm gonna just post on the Patreon. You're gonna fucking gag.
Did I have my dreadlocks?
You did have dreadlocks. Your hair was very long.
I mean, I did teach in Minnesota, but
did you see? I told you you did. I can't wait.
Post it. I was skinny headed. I was. You know what else is Black History? Like I would tell folks every time. Like when I talk about Peppermint, is Black History. Like Peppermint is the first trans person ever, not just Black, but the first trans person ever to originate a role in a Broadway musical, a major role in a Broadway musical. The first out trans person to originate a role in a Broadway musical. Which is absolutely, it was in Head Over Heels, which I saw her in twice. I saw her in San Francisco once, and then I saw her on Broadway.
I just saw it on Broadway, and Peppa's great. I saw it on Broadway. Oh my God, do you know who I went to go see it?
Who?
Me and Jacqueline. Jacqueline came to New York just to see that. And Jacqueline and I, we had dinner together, and then we went to go see Pep on Broadway, and then we had a little dessert and stuff afterwards. It was honestly such a really fun night. And I'll post pictures of me and Jacqueline doing that. It was really fun.
For those of you who don't know, Jacqueline is one of the producers of Drag Race. She produced my storyline. She produced Monet's storyline. I think she produced Peppermint's storyline. And she passed away, I think, 2 years ago. By the way, she's so fierce. She won 2 Emmys post-mortem.
Gag. That's fucking fierce, bitch. Fierce.
That's gaggy. Imagine passing away and then winning 2 Emmys. Bitch, you could never. Like, that is crazy.
I have a question in terms of Emmys. Is Whoopi in history as the first Black EGOT? Is she the first Black, or is this someone else?
Bitch, she might be the only Black EGOT.
No.
I mean, Jacob will look up. Jacob, you look up and tell us who the.
Oh my God! It is Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg, Whoopi was born in 1955. Gag is the first and only African American to receive Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. Gag.
She's the only one, girl. She won her Emmy for. Wait, let me see if I can get them all. Let me see if I can remember these. Okay, she won her Tony for producing Thoroughly Modern Millie. Mm-hmm. She won her Oscar for Ghost. She won her Grammy for one of her comedy albums. And she won her... I don't know what her Emmy's for, though.
Well, wait.
John Legend also has an EGOT.
That's...
John Legend's an EGOT?
Well, Google's saying...
That was an old ad you found.
No,
it's probably an old article.
No, oh, yeah. Well, yeah, under it,
right there.
Under it says John Legend becomes the first Black man to reach EGOT. But Whoopi's thing, the first thing says Whoopi Goldberg, born in 1955, is the first and only African American to receive Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards.
Well, then later on, John Legend won one too. But Whoopi Goldberg was the first EGOT, which is like, it's one of those things that honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I strive to do that in my life.
Oh,
I want
down.
That. It's the most prestigious, like, thing there is in terms of like winning all the awards. I want to win a PGOT. I want a Pulitzer too.
A PGOT. Is that a thing?
A PGOT is when you get a Pulitzer too.
And I want a Billboard Music Awards. I want to be a PEPGOT.
BGOT. A PEPGOT. I want to be a NEGOT. NEGOT, please. This is when you win a Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize.
Oh no, Bob, you're gonna get the Nobel, the Billboard, and the Pulitzer. You're gonna be a NEPGOT.
A Napa PGOT. All right, we'll fix the acronym after the
so
break.
stupid.
I also feel like Monet. RuPaul is Black History too, for sure.
Oh, for sure. So, on this other podcast I did with Lady Bunny, Ebony and Irony,
when does it come out?
It started last week. They come out on Fridays. A new one is coming out tomorrow.
Did you say Ebony and Irony?
Ebony and Irony. Ebony. Honestly, Lady Bunny recorded the theme song. That shit is so good. I listen to it. I'm like at the gym.
I've been listening to Lady Bunny's music. I really recommend y'all listen to Lady Bunny's song lately. It is a full bop.
Yeah, Bunny has some good music. She's not weirdly, she's obsessed with music. Like when you talk to Bunny on the phone, and also Bob may know this too. When you talk to Bunny on the phone, it is never a 25-minute conversation. Bitch, it's like an hour.
Schedule.
Bunny will talk, and then she'll like go on this whole rant about music. Anyway,
it was worse when Hillary Clinton was running for president. Bitch, when Hillary Clinton there was nothing about music. When Hillary Clinton was running for president, and you would just hear her rant about Hillary for hours. Hey, fag, voting for Hillary still.
Oh, we had Linda Simpson on, and Linda Simpson is a New York City nightlife. She goes back to like the fucking like early 70s, whatever. I mean, late 70s. And she was talking about how like there were two big shifts in drag as far as she remembers, which is a very long time. She's like all these pictures. She's just saying when Rue got famous in like the early 90s, that really was like this like catatonic shift in drag. And then she's saying now, like the past like 10 years, she's like, this has been another big drag boom in all of her, at this point, 5 decades in drag. These were the two biggest like eruptions of drag.
RuPaul was both of them.
Yeah, honestly, RuPaul was both of them. So that's kind of wild.
I mean, that's the power.
The power.
I mean, the thing is, like, there's no one in any field that's more at the top of their game than RuPaul is. No one is that far ahead of all of their peers.
Yeah.
No one.
I would say that.
Actually, RuPaul has no peers. In terms of drag, RuPaul doesn't have peers. Am I lying?
It depends on how you define the word peers. I think I would say more contemporaries. I don't think RuPaul has any contemporaries, but I think he has a lot of peers.
She has contemporaries, but she does not have. There is no drag queen on RuPaul's level. None.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Except unless you're including Tyler Perry as a drag queen, and only then does it count. Yeah. RuPaul is doing the fucking thing, girl. She's like even Beyonce and Adele trade every couple of years. Then Taylor Swift sneaks in, and then they're all swapping stuff out when it comes to like music. But like what RuPaul does is like even queens. I think like probably that's also interesting to watch who's become like the successful of us, like of the Ru girls. I mean, I remember when at one point it was like no one will be. I remember thinking to myself, no queen besides RuPaul will be making as much money as Sharon Needles. This is wild. I remember one time hearing this is probably before you even started doing drag. Were you doing drag in season 4?
Yeah, I was doing drag in season 4. Yeah.
So the thing is, I remember hearing these rumors that Sharon Needles made $40,000 in a month, and at the time my wig flew off. I was like, how can a drag queen
make that much money?
Make $40,000 in a month? That is wild to me. And then Bianca Del Rio came along. We were like, oh my God, no one makes more money than Bianca Del Rio. Like, people just do not make more money than Bianca Del Rio. Yeah. And then fucking Trixie Mattel came along. And now I'm like, bitch, people just do not make more money than Trixie Mattel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But money is one thing, but also in terms of like what the queens have done, I think is a different thing. Because Bianca makes a lot of money. Bianca is not like doing film and TV commercial stuff.
Drag her.
Bianca is selling out a fucking bitch, not auditoriums, Bitch,
Stadiums.
arenas. Bianca is selling out arenas and stadiums around the world. Okay, that is fucking major. But she's not doing things like acting and commercials and like the stuff that people like you and Trixie. She's not doing. She doesn't have a show on HBO. You know what I mean? So there are different things to like to that weigh and to consider in that. You know.
In terms of acting, I feel like the three queens who get the most acting roles are actually me, Shangela, and Ginger Minge. Like those.
Oh yeah,
three
Ginger.
Like
yeah,
we're the three who are always like acting or doing some sort of a acting thing. You know what I mean? I mean,
but Shangela stay in fucking shit.
Yes, I did not get the call to be in AJ and the Queen that everyone else got.
Me either, girl. They didn't ask me. To be fair. Yeah, I don't know, because I wouldn't say, but it was because they filmed it like right after All Stars 4, but Trinity was in it, so I didn't say maybe that, and Latrice was in it too. So yeah, they was like, Monet, you don't want your fat black ass.
I did get a call to be a writer on it, but then they just never called me back.
Well, I did get a call to direct like a few episodes, but after that, I didn't hear anything else.
Anyway, yeah, I got a call, but like, do you want to write? Do you want to help write for this? I was like, I would love to write, and then I was like, hello.
Bob, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, is it up to me? Is it up to me to decide what my legacy is? Like, I don't want to produce my whatever I leave behind. I don't want to produce it and be like, it's this and that. I want to have a broad stroke of. Let me rephrase that. I would like to have a bunch of really funny material, like what would we have, like brilliant movies, amazing stand-up specials, and also some serious stuff too. I'm really proud of what we're doing with. Also, everyone in the podcast is like, why didn't you ever put Colleen in your hoodie? Everyone's mad that you
because
didn't do
she
it.
was sleeping, and I said it 19 times. Also, so you don't want to produce your things. That means so you're saying Rosa Parks is a piece of shit. That's what you're saying. I just want to make sure I'm hearing you clear.
That's not what I said. But I am proud of like having Black Queer Town Hall, and like
I think that's going to be a major thing.
We're doing it again next year. We're getting the award out to Dr. Angela Davis. We're picking our nominee for this year's our recipient for this year's Black Queer Excellence Award.
Okay, you guys can give me one. I don't just do it.
Well, Monet, we got to give other people a shot too. You're the shoe-in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But anyway, so like I am very proud of this. I feel like when I think of Lady Bunny's legacy, she's not Black history. I think of Lady Bunny's legacy. I think of Wigstock. That's like my first thing that I think of. And I think people think of RuPaul's legacy. They'll think of RuPaul's Drag Race.
I feel like two things. I think they think of Drag Race. Before Drag Race, they thought of the You Better Work. What's the Supermodel, because of how prolific it was and how, like Linda Simpson said, it changed the movie and TV and screen landscape forever. Before that, drag queens were not in a lot of shit. After that, people were like, drag is palatable. We can stand to have this in our movies, in our TV commercials, in our TV shows. So yeah.
And it took a big leggy black drag queen.
Hello.
I want to talk about something here too, because I feel like people feel like I'm afraid to talk about it, but I'm not. I want to talk about the fracking. So, it's been actually twirling around in my mind a lot lately, because I actually think that blaming RuPaul for this fracking is problematic. It is a bunch of people blaming a black queer man for whatever. First of all, let me talk about what mineral rights. This, by the way, everyone thinks that me and Monet are on the RuPaul payroll. Everyone swears that we get checks from RuPaul Charles every month. This is just my honest, genuine thought. I think that it's actually something problematic about what's going on with it, because when you sell mineral rights to your land, you actually don't have a say as to whether or not people frack. What people do in your land, you don't have a say, all right? Second of all, with the people doing research now, this is actually land that RuPaul's husband owned before they even met. And the mineral rights were sold before they even met. So this is actually RuPaul's husband's family's land.
Gag.
Everyone's just saying RuPaul's fracking.
That's
what they're saying. So and when you sell mineral rights to your land, you're not getting that much money for it. The people who are fracking on the land, if there even is fracking, they're getting a lot of money. But the people who are selling mineral rights are not getting. Now, I have a feeling that someone who is a producer on Drag Race Canada, Drag Race UK, Drag Race Holland,
Thailand,
Drag Race Spain, Drag Race Australia, and Drag Race Thailand. It's probably
And U-Haul's
making
Drag
more
Race and
money.
Evie Oddly's Drag Race. All these, he's producing all these shows.
Is probably making more money on that stuff than on selling mineral rights to this land. I mean, and I get that it is fun to be like, RuPaul's fracking, yada yada yada.
I mean, Bob, you're the main reason. You are one of the main reasons that people making fun of it. It's your fault.
I was cracking a joke. It wasn't because I was cracking a joke. It was because it was just in the moment, something that happened in the moment. It ended up being a whole thing. But I do think there's something problematic about blaming this black man for this system that all these white people created and are benefiting from.
Yeah. Well, again, we have seen this time and time again where there's a history of white people doing shit, and then there's one or a few black people who may get involved, and they're like, you're the villain, you're the evil one doing it. And it's like you're overlooking this generation, these years of all these white people doing it, but now you can take this black person or this person of color and blame them, so it's more palatable and it's easier for you to put your frustration on that. 100%. It's a tale, a timeless story, if you will.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that real quick.
And really quick, so fracking is when you bust water into the land to find oil, right?
Yeah, fracking is the process of basically pressurizing water into the earth so that the oil will rise. Because when you mix oil and water, the oil rises to the top. So you shoot water down, oil comes up, but sometimes the oil seeps into the land as well. There's a lot of unsafe fracking in the world. There is some fracking that's actually not in that. There are some that aren't as dangerous as others, but for the most part, fracking it can ruin the water supply and essentially put fuel in the water of basically everyone nearby, like for miles and miles and miles.
So what you're saying is that most gay men are kind of like miniature frackers. We're all fracking our booties, and we're getting the dirt and the oil to come out of the surface. So we're all kind of frackers, guys. We're all part of the fracking family.
Except the issue is, what's coming out of the ground with fracking is valuable, and what's coming out of the ground when you are going to meet a gentleman caller is poop.
Also, really, this may be a little TMI, but this is a podcast talking about sex and talking about things. Bitch, I have been using my Pure for Men, and I don't know what they put in the new batch. Mama, when I be having to run the water clear, honey, she just be Jacob better pull out his Metamucil. Whatever's in the new system, girl, she's getting me right together. I don't have to spend a lot of time. I can just like kind of do a little bloop bloop, and I'm ready to go. It's great.
So if Pure for Men, the thing about Pure for Men for me is like when I read the capsule, I gagged. It's like 8 tablets a day. This is insane.
It's not 8 tablets a day.
Oh, what is it? How many is it? See, that's why I don't like cats. That's why I don't like cats. That's why I don't fuck
Also,
with
I want to show y'all. She looks back at me like, bitch, I dare to say something.
Everyone, my cat would never. Ow!
It's 3 tablets a meal. So I do, well, it's 6 a day. So I take 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening.
That is too many. That's every hour on the hour you're taking the tablet. Just take some Metamucil by the spoon. Drink a glass of Metamucil in the morning and a glass of Metamucil at night.
Well, maybe I should do that. They just make it so easy. Jacob, maybe I'll ask Jacob what his recipe is. So apparently it's working for him.
And Metamucil, they sell the orange flavored Metamucil, so it tastes like Tang.
Oh. I'm into that. I used to love Tang.
When I was a kid.
Yes,
when I was
bitch.
a kid, I used to drink Metamucil.
Wait.
I drank Metamucil as a kid, not Tang.
Shut the fuck up.
I did drink Metamucil as a kid. Because
Why?
my aunt would drink it to keep regular. And I was like, what do you make? What is that? She's like, it's fiber. And I was like, I want to try it. And I just thought it was like making me like an adult or something. It tasted like Tang. So like, what do I care?
Bob, you have always been just some old bitch. Not drinking Tang at 7 years old. I've been drinking Metamucil at 7 years old. Like, ooh, this is great for my bowels. To your friends in school. And they're like, girl, what? Ew.
But she was regular.
I think all episode that latch gonna be a little suspicious. I can't wait to see what. As you just adjusted it, I just realized how much it changed.
Today's one of those days where I need air for my eyes. Today is like one of those days where I'm like, I need air.
The watery eye days. Yeah, we all get those. You know what?
No, not water. Bob, no, it's not water. It's like when I just need air in my eye. Like my eye doesn't have enough. We've had this discussion before. Like I need my eyes to like have more air in them.
Well, you know,
so
that's because
not
every day can be a good day. Full circle. Call back. I called him back.
Now go download Good Days by SZA. Is it called? What's it called? Good Days.
Good Days by SZA. Look, Colleen trying to get out. She's like, get me out of this country ass motherfucker.
Get me out of this.
that is Black history. Get me out of this country ass shit flying in my mouth.
What happened that day in Macon, Georgia? Get me. It's flying in my mouth and shit. Get me out of this country ass motherfucker. There's this great YouTuber who takes every reference from Drag Race UK and then he shows where the reference came from. Because as I watch Drag Race UK, I kept being like, what are these references? He pulls every single reference and shows you where it came from.
Girl, that was me during the West End, during the play, because during Death Drop, it's a British play, and it's very British, and some of the references, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, do you know who Esther Ranson is?
No.
Girl, in the song, and like the big Act 1 song, there's this big reference to Esther Ranson, and the whole time I was like, what? And everyone like was laughing. I'm like, what is so fucking funny? Come to find out, Esther Ranson is just like, anyway, it's this whole thing. But there was a lot of moments like that. Also,
who the fuck is Esther Ranson?
She's this old lady who used to work for the BBC, and she was this old lady that everyone knows in the UK, Esther Ranson.
Got it.
And also, before I go, I want to say I appreciate you for covering up fucking Jeff Goldblum's place for the Black History Month episode, as you should.
It basically like saying Walter, what's his name? Walter Cronkite?
Yeah, Cronkite, I think.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like saying that. But yeah, I love you so much, Monet.
I love you so much.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month to you too. Maybe next year. I know this year we said we would do this Black History Month thing, girl, but COVID. So next year we'll do it, y'all. We'll do something.
We were black. That was enough.
Yes, we're doing the bare minimum. Oh God, Bob, we're reverting back to our old tendencies. We black. That's what y'all get.
Well, at least listen. We just started releasing two podcasts a week. We are working hard.
We are working hard or hardly working. All right.
All right. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.